Nobody expected it to turn this ugly this fast. At first glance, it looked like just another celebrity moving on moment. Teyana Taylor appeared glowing, calm, and unbothered, stepping into a new chapter with quiet confidence. Her presence felt intentional, her energy lighter, as if she had finally exhaled after a long, exhausting storm. Fans applauded her strength. The narrative seemed simple: a woman choosing herself and rebuilding after heartbreak. But beneath the polished images and carefully curated silence, something darker was taking shape. While Teyana was learning how to breathe again after her divorce, Iman Shumpert was struggling in ways most people couldn't see. And when Aaron Pierre's name entered the picture, everything changed. What had once been a controlled separation began to feel emotionally volatile. 4 months after the split, Iman did what many expected of him. He showed up for his daughter, kept a low profile, and avoided public conflict. He presented himself as steady, focused, and grounded. To the outside world, it looked like maturity, like healing, like progress. But anyone who has been through a breakup involving children understands the truth. The pain doesn't disappear when the relationship ends. It doesn't fade just because papers are signed or homes are separated. Instead, it morphs. It hides. And sometimes it resurfaces in unexpected ways. Watching your ex move on can reopen wounds you thought had healed. Sometimes, that moment hurts more than the breakup itself. The rumors surrounding Aaron Pierre didn't explode overnight. They never do. They began quietly, almost invisibly. A sighting here, a shared space there, a subtle shift in energy fans couldn't quite explain. Nothing concrete, nothing confirmed, just whispers growing louder with each passing week. Teyana didn't rush to explain herself. She didn't deny the rumors, but she didn't validate them either. She simply kept living her life. And in the world of celebrity culture, silence is rarely neutral. It speaks volumes. The more unbothered she appeared, the more unsettled Iman seemed to become. People close to the situation reportedly began noticing subtle changes. His mood felt heavier, his tone sharper, his body language less relaxed. Things he once brushed off started hitting deeper. Small moments carried emotional weight. Conversations that once felt routine began feeling loaded. This wasn't just jealousy. It was unresolved emotion colliding with reality. Seeing Teyana with someone new didn't simply feel like loss. It felt like replacement, like watching a version of life continue without him. And that kind of emotional collision can push even the strongest person into unfamiliar territory. What intensified everything was who Aaron Pierre is perceived to be: calm, confident, grounded, not flashy, not loud. The type of presence that doesn't feel forced or performative. The kind of man who doesn't need to prove himself in a room. Comparisons, whether intentional or subconscious, began forming immediately. Fans noticed. The internet noticed. And it didn't help that Teyana looked genuinely happy. Not performative. Not defensive. Not strategic. Just free. Free in a way that can feel painful to witness when you're still grieving what was. That's when things reportedly began to spiral behind the scenes. Sources claim frustration started surfacing during conversations that were supposed to focus on co-parenting. Discussions about schedules, boundaries, and responsibilities became tense. Small disagreements escalated. Emotional undertones crept into moments that were meant to stay calm and child-centered. Nothing was confirmed publicly, but people around them could feel the pressure building. The kind of pressure that comes when old wounds meet new realities. When past intimacy collides with present distance. Then came the moment fans believe Iman began losing emotional control. It wasn't a single explosive incident caught on camera. There was no viral confrontation or dramatic confession. Instead, it was a pattern. Cryptic posts, sudden mood shifts, moments where it felt like he was speaking from pain rather than peace. His silence became inconsistent. His energy unpredictable. Some fans sympathized deeply. They saw a man struggling with loss, identity, and the fear of being replaced. Others grew concerned. Because when emotions run that high, the consequences don't stop with the adults involved. Teyana noticed the shift too. Instead of engaging, she reportedly pulled back. She tightened boundaries. She focused on stability, on protecting her emotional space, and on shielding her daughter from unnecessary tension. She didn't respond publicly. She didn't escalate. She chose distance. That decision, while mature and intentional, may have hit Iman even harder. Because when emotions are raw, distance can feel like rejection. Silence can feel like abandonment. And boundaries can feel like punishment. That's when whispers of custody concerns began circulating. Nothing official. No filings. No court documents. Just speculation fueled by fear and precedent. Fans began asking questions out loud. Could this turn legal? Could unresolved emotions evolve into control? Could a new relationship trigger a fight over access, time, or authority when it came to their child? Those questions didn't come from nowhere. Anyone who has followed high-profile breakups knows how quickly custody becomes a battlefield when emotions remain unresolved. And while neither Teyana nor Iman publicly confirmed any legal escalation, the tension felt undeniable. Iman's silence only fueled concern. Because when people stop explaining themselves, it often means something bigger is unfolding behind closed doors. Fans questioned why he wasn't shutting down rumors. Why he wasn't reassuring the public that co-parenting remained peaceful. Why the energy felt so heavy. Silence, especially in moments like this, leaves room for people to fill in the blanks with their worst assumptions. Meanwhile, Teyana stayed consistent. No emotional outbursts. No public attacks. No messy explanations. Just work, motherhood, peace. And that contrast made everything feel even more unbalanced. One side appeared grounded, the other appeared overwhelmed. And that imbalance is exactly what fuels public concern when custody is involved. Experts began weighing in online, reminding audiences that emotional stability matters. That courts look at patterns, not isolated moments. That reactions, even perceived ones, can influence outcomes. While none of this meant a custody battle was guaranteed, it highlighted how quickly things can escalate when emotions aren't managed carefully. What made the situation especially heartbreaking was how preventable it all seemed. At its core, this wasn't really about Aaron Pierre. It was about unresolved grief. About a man watching the life he once had continue without him. About a woman choosing herself after pain. And about how difficult it is to let go when love doesn't disappear. It simply changes form. At the center of everything was a child. A little girl watching the adults she loves navigate emotions far bigger than her understanding. Every tense exchange, every strategic silence, every emotional shift had a ripple effect that extended to her. Fans and insiders alike emphasized how children sense tension, even when words are measured. How their emotional world is shaped by the environment around them. It was a reminder that celebrity drama doesn't exist in a vacuum. Real people are affected. Real consequences follow. Behind the scenes, insiders hinted that conversations about structure, boundaries, and long-term co-parenting had become increasingly serious. Advisors, lawyers, and family members were reportedly encouraging calm, measured responses and emphasizing the importance of stability. Every text message, every phone call, every private meeting, all approached with the child's well-being in mind. Still, public scrutiny made even minor decisions feel monumental. Fans debated endlessly online. Some praised Teyana for protecting herself and her child. Others criticized Iman for perceived missteps. Many simply marveled at the emotional restraint required to navigate a breakup under constant observation. Yet everyone seemed to agree on one thing. The child's emotional safety had become the ultimate priority. A quiet but undeniable thread running through every decision. As of now, nothing has been officially filed. No custody battle confirmed. No legal documents made public. But tension alone can change everything. And when emotions run this deep, the next move matters more than ever. The biggest question remains unanswered. Will Iman regain emotional control and prioritize peace for the sake of his child? Or will unresolved pain push this situation into a courtroom where nobody truly wins? One thing is certain. This story isn't over.